We're thriving and seeing the gospel go forth. We're seeing women and men make decisions for life and decisions for Christ. We have an amazing team of physicians and nurses and sonographers and our staff and volunteers and their passion for the gospel and for life.
Before I got married, I was on a full scholarship at George Mason University for lacrosse. I was also on Team Canada playing for the World Cup team. And so I had all these dreams and hopes of pursuing professionally as a lacrosse player, then developing into a Division I coach, and I already had my whole route planned out. So we got married, my husband was on board and my #1 cheerleader saying, yeah, that's awesome. And then we got married and found out I was pregnant with Ethan 4 months after we were married. And when I found out I was pregnant, I was devastated. And it was crazy because I was a new believer. I'm like, you know, this is my body. I don't think we're ready for a kid. We'll just have an abortion. You know, and it came out just that simple. I was just like, yeah, we'll just have an abortion. It'll be fine, you know, and I'll just go on my route that I already had planned. And my husband, he is a strong Christian man, was like, no, like, you just got saved. That's not part of the rules. I was like, rules? Like, what? Like, no, I have a plan. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And I remember in the apartment, we were living in Rosemary Ridge apartment, sitting in the bathroom, just bawling, like crying my eyes out, thinking like, what am I going to do? And I just remember like, almost like a slap in the face, like, suck it up. And it was God saying like, you have to have faith in me. I will take care of you. Like, this is what I have planned. I already have your life planned out. This is what I have planned. Trust in me. And I just like stood up, like not stood up, but I just was like, oh, okay, let's do this. CareNet really came into play. They were never judging. They're always there, open arm, welcoming you. And of course, there too, saying like, this is your decision, this is you. Like, we're just here to support you and just educate you. And it was really cool not to be pressured. Like, you better keep this baby or you're going to like someplace you don't want to go. And it was really reassuring to know that, again, no matter what I decided, they were there. They just wanted to obviously help guide me and show me what was available. And ended up having Ethan March 25th, 2011, and he was amazing. He was perfect.
Abortion itself is an anti-gospel. It promises help to a woman, but instead it causes the death of a child.
You know, we live in a culture where we see life devalued all the time. It's become common to see abortion in our community.
When I was 19 years old, I dropped out of college. Well, then a year later, I wound up pregnant and didn't know where to turn. And my stepmother and a few other people said, hey, you know, you really should check out CareNet. So I went, and then I just felt so comfortable there with everyone. You know, here I am, this young 20-year-old woman who was kind of in a rocky relationship, found out I'm just pregnant and not sure where my life is headed, and I was like, I'll take the free classes, which also meant that I got counseling and Bible study and was in a community of people who were Christians and were able to guide me in the direction that I knew I wanted my life to go, but just wasn't sure how to get there. My favorite part of CareNet was being able to talk to the counselors about anything I wanted and not feeling like I was going to be judged. And if I had a question and the counselor didn't know the answer, they'd say, well, let's pray about it, you know, and that helped me feel like I had some kind of other support, that really there were no strings attached. And that in and of itself was, you know, is priceless. My daughter's name is Chevy Raylan, and she is a Spitfire. She has a strong foundation of her faith on her own oftentimes. My daughter goes to daycare and she's excelling in school. She's at the top of her class for, you know, a first grader. But, you know, so it's only been good from here. And I also just got engaged about 2.5 weeks ago. And so that's exciting as well. God brought in a great man into my life. You know, God has just blessed my life so much, and I know that it's because of him and giving me this opportunity to be a mother to this great daughter and being able to be connected with CareNet in order to get through that toughest first year in particular, and also the pregnancy itself. And you know, I don't know where my life would be now. Honestly, I think I'd be dead. I think I would have been doing drugs and gotten into bad scenarios with the wrong people. And because my daughter came along and I chose to keep her, and God used my pregnancy and my daughter to help grow my faith, I am where I am now.
Encourage everyone, find a way you can live out your convictions in this issue. It's hard to look at the evil of abortion that surrounds us and do nothing.
We see a ministry that thrives until Jesus comes back, a ministry that is here to minister to moms and dads and babies who are the most at risk for abortion. We want to be here for those moms, dads, and babies. We want to continue to partner with the local church to build disciples of these people who come to us so that they can have a community. We want to see our centers so busy that we have to be open more and more and more hours, because while we don't want people choosing abortion, we know that they're making those decisions, and we want to be there and be here to minister to every single woman so that there's no more abortion in our community, and that we live in a community where abortion is unthinkable.